Ready, Phantom?
Ready, Keg.
Let's go! Oh, hey, it's time for the TBBAP show. Everybody watch, come on, let's go. TBBAP! Hello and welcome to this week's episode of TBBAP.
Yes, welcome. Two best brothers bitch about ponies.
Mm-hmm.
We're
I'm
back.
Pig Standard. He's Phantom Horn.
Phantom
and
Horn.
Today, we watched a episode of My Little Pony.
Yes, for the first time. And the last.
So we watched The Lost Treasure of Griffonstone, as I'm sure many of you did. And
well, let's. I thought it was pretty great.
I have very little bad to say about it.
Yeah,
it has been possibly the most consistently good season since, I don't know, season 2. I mean, there's not much competition there, but yeah, like this season is really surprising me with a consistent level of quality. There's some things I don't like. Like, I don't really care for the table, and that's kind of like integrated with everything that's happening.
Yeah.
But I can overlook that.
Like,
and
it's kind of a dumb way to get adventures going, but if it starts off interesting episodes where characters go and bounce off each other and they group up and whatever.
Yeah, but to start with the bad on that point. So the Pinky and Rainbow, their cutie marks are going off to go, which I guess means that not everyone has to go on these missions. Okay, fine.
Clearly.
And Twilight's like, oh man, you guys get to go on this mission? I really want to go, but the table didn't let me go, so I'm just gonna stay.
Well, that's what I would do too.
She has nothing else important going on. That was made abundantly clear.
No, okay, don't be a fool. The table knows, and why wouldn't you listen to the table?
Because she wanted to go. Yeah, like she could have just gone for vacation. Like everyone's going anyway.
The table.
Why be a slave to the whims of the table?
Because the table is your instruction manual and it's the impetus for the whole thing. And I can't. Why would you disobey the table? The table was very clear.
It's not disobeying the table.
Was very
as long
clear.
As they send Rainbow Dash and Pinky. That's all they need to do. What if they brought Spike? Are they not allowed to bring Spike because he might upset the balance of who's supposed to be there? What's the rules here?
You don't know. I don't know. Whatever.
The point is, Twilight wanted to go just for fun, and she didn't because the table didn't give her permission.
The table was very clear. The table was very clear. It was unambiguous in its instructions. Yes, let's move on.
When we got to Dragonstone.
Dragonstone.
Everything about the Griffonstone. Everything about when they were on their way there. Twilight's history lesson about it. Meeting all the Griffins. It was all great. It was all awesome.
Twilight sort of being there in book form was really cool.
I did like that. That was an interesting
awesome
way. Yeah.
Pinky's gags were really funny, and her faces
Pinky was solid.
were really good.
I never once cringed. She was really funny.
No.
Remember when Rainbow did that, pretended to be Twilight for a little bit?
Yes.
That was great. That was great.
Awesome.
It was so
awesome
radical.
Yeah. And then you get to Griffonstone, and it's a piece of shit.
And they're all absolute,
and they're all greedy, and they're all want. Oh man! And Twilight's like, just bring lots of gold, money. And then they'll be cool.
She let him know. She let him know ahead of time.
And then they go, and they all want money.
Yeah.
And
I'd also like to point out real quick that Twilight did not know who the king was right now. Man, relations must be pretty fucking frosty between the Griffin Kingdom and Equestria.
That is weird that they wouldn't know something really basic like that. I mean, clearly there's some level of, cultural exchange.
Like Gilda was there, right?
If Gilda is going to pony flight camp.
Yeah.
So
but I don't want to get into Gilda
weird.
just yet. Let's save her
that's
for a
dumb
little bit.
And I don't like it, but whatever. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. So the backstory of this golden idol of Boreas? The idol of Boreas, right.
My speakers were a piece of shit, so I couldn't hear like any of the... I think it was Boreas, and I think...
It was the idol of Boreas,
the last
meaning
king
the northern wind.
Was Guteau, and then the older king was... something
Groban.
else.
No, it was King Groban.
Groban, yes.
It was King Groban, was the one who found the idol, I believe.
All right, sweet. We got it. What was that demon's name? Because that demon was
I
awesome.
I listened so hard to try to catch his name, I couldn't tell what the fuck they were saying.
Whatever.
It was the big Cyclops goat man.
He was fucking
super cool.
Yeah. Oh, and God. And then she finds his skull at the end.
Yeah, that was amazing.
So cool.
Amazing. Yeah. So radical.
Oh, man.
But this is one of the best things about the episode. Not my favorite thing, but one of the best.
Okay.
That, like, there's this whole... And I was really surprised by this. There's this whole thing about this backstory, how they found the idol. It, like, gave them pride as a species. It brought them together. It gave them a purpose. And, like, if it were any other story, and I were reading it, I'd think, well, that's retarded. Like, why would a piece of gold, like, make your fucking civilization work?
It's their, like, treasure. It's like a symbol of their kingdom.
The way they said it made it sound like the idol was, like, magical and, like, changed them at their core.
It seemed that way, but I think over the course of the episode, it becomes clear that there really wasn't anything special about it. It really was just a symbol.
Well, yeah, but that was my point. I thought it seemed like it was implied to be a magical thing that performed a physical change, but I know. But I'm saying that it was made to look that way, and then it turned out to not be, which is a big change of pace for other magical items that actually do physically alter your brain's way you think about things that have been quite prevalent in the series. And I'm just saying, like, it was very good that they did that, because I hate the elements of harmony and all that other shit.
Well, I don't really know what you're on about, but I do like that, because it's just a symbol, just a piece of gold, it is reasonable that they don't actually need to retrieve it. They need to do something else to get the kingdom back in order. It works. It works.
It certainly does.
What it doesn't really work for me is the idea that by teaching one Griffin to be friends, that they'll fix the whole kingdom.
The table told them they were done. Can't argue with the table, right?
No, I wouldn't argue with the table, but I do think that it's dumb.
See how stupid you sound? That's what I thought.
No, it's just...
I agree, though, it was a little bit weak, that we don't really see much change in the Griffins. We see that there is now a small movement to work towards friendship. But we're talking about an entire civilization of people here.
Did no other Griffin ever try to be nice to each other? I mean, I guess little changes can make a big difference.
That's clearly what they're going for.
I guess Gilda will go on to start some kind of broad, sweeping cultural change where they all understand friendship, and that's
I want to talk about that
fine,
more.
I guess.
But first, let's discuss Gilda. The best thing about this episode was Gilda's reappearance. As soon as I heard the title of this episode, I was like, are they going to blow it? This is the obvious thing to do. It would be so great. Everyone wants to see Gilda again. At least a little bit.
I didn't really care whether Gilda came back, but whatever.
I did, and I was absolutely delighted to see her back.
It was good.
It was so great.
Let me tell you why it was good, because I'm sure you like it for all the wrong reasons, Keg.
Please.
I
lack cognitive thought.
So Gilda's a jerk. And then all the Griffins are jerks, and they're all greedy. Like, they have this, like, cultural character flaw shared among them. But now that we know the state of Griffonstone, we can understand the reason why they're like that, and it's not like something inherent about Griffins. It's that Griffins as a whole are in this terrible situation that, makes them like that. So that kind of at some level exonerates Griffin as an individual and the entire Griffin people, while still, not making any excuses for, like, yeah, they're all jerks. Here's why. I like it.
But really, why were they jerks?
Because
that's what they do?
Because their kingdom's in shambles and their life sucks.
Yeah, but what exactly is in shambles about their kingdom? The only
what
difference
do you mean?
is that they don't have this idol.
Did you see the plate?
No. You're saying they're jerks because their kingdom is in shambles. But what made any of those things happen? The loss of the idol?
Yeah, they lost.
Was that really such a big deal?
Yeah, it was the symbol of their people.
But people don't
and
even believe in it anymore.
Oh my god.
They don't even think it exists.
Oh my god, you missed the whole point. The idol was a symbol of their people. They all rallied around it and it gave them pride. When they lost it, they lost morale, they lost faith in their kingdom, their attitude changed. They didn't and their behavior changed, and it was their change in their attitude that led to their kingdom's decline and it to be in this sorry state.
I just don't really think that excuses however long since then of having a bad attitude. But I guess that's the moral. I guess the story here is that you don't need something like that.
Yeah.
So I guess that's kind of the whole point.
They thought they did.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess.
Well,
and then that was kind of passed down through the generations, however long it's been since they lost it.
I do wonder if, like, Griffins being greedy... Well, actually, no. I think it is that Griffins are greedy, and so they put
greedy by nature.
And so they put their faith in this golden idol. But also the fact that they had so much faith in the golden idol kind of enforced that too. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess I got to recant what I said before. That they are greedy by nature, but
they definitely are greedy by nature. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of complicated.
It is complicated.
Which is a good thing. What else is going on? Oh, how about the fantastic flashback to when Gilda was a little baby griffin? She was so cute.
Meh.
And everyone was picking on her.
It was okay.
And then Rainbow Dash helped her and she flew and they did the little dance together. Oh my god, it was the sweetest fucking thing.
Yeah, whatever.
It was absolutely incredible. Oh my god, she's the cutest. She's the cute. But okay, god. That raises something else.
You fucking what? I'll just never understand. I'll just never understand how you and every other fucking pony watching this pony show can just see something small and be like, "Oh, it's so cute. I love it."
But
whatever.
That's human nature. That's pony nature.
She wasn't
Phantom.
Even that cute. She had
when you see a baby puppy,
weird long arms and.
Look, it was mostly like her big eyes and the fact that she was small and timid. When you see a little puppy, dude,
how can that impress you?
It's not like you think about it's not like you make an evaluation about its worth and decide that it's cute.
Oh, you don't? Maybe you
response.
Don't, but I do.
Well, yeah, maybe you have control, you fucking freak of nature. Okay, what else is going on? Oh, there were some really great lines in here. Oh, and there was some interesting racial tension going on here.
I laughed a bunch over the course of this episode at Pinky's
remember when Gilda said, I can't remember what was going on, but Rainbow did something, and Gilda's just like, typical pony hero complex. That was great. That was hilarious.
It was good.
And then as she's running away from something, she's like, Griffins don't care about anything, and we like it. It was awesome.
I wonder if all Griffins are sort of anti-pony, or if Gilda just is like especially so, or
I would
because
guess
of her experience.
I think that definitely exacerbated.
Yeah.
But they probably got a little tribalism thing. Everybody does, Also, man, Gilda is like the Griffonstone maker, and these things were supposed to be famous.
Well, I'm sure she's not the only one.
She said it was her grandpa's secret recipe.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, I guess it's like Philly cheesesteaks. Like everybody makes them. Everyone's got their own.
Yeah, it's not like Pinkie Pie is like, the Ponyville cakesmith and no one else makes cakes or
It's just,
anything.
She seemed pretty proud of those. Like, they're her thing. I don't know. I was just surprised.
Oh, man.
It doesn't matter.
It's real sad to me. Okay, here's what kind of got me.
That she sucks so bad at it?
Well, yes, but... Rainbow Dash has these aspirations of being a great athlete, and she is. And I wonder, I kind of feel like maybe Gilda, maybe I'm just projecting here, but I sort of assumed Gilda might be the same, would want to become a great flyer, but, due to a combination of, her attitude and her choices in life and to a large extent the bad situation of her home life and like the poor economy that she lives in. She doesn't get to do that.
I think you're reading a little bit much into it.
Shut up. What she has to do to support herself is make these fucking scones that aren't even good. And
okay, but really,
I really got the feeling that she had sort of like convinced herself that her scones were like something worth doing, but she didn't really feel like into it.
I don't really know what you're basing that on. Is it just the fact that she went to the junior flight camp thing?
Yes, partially.
Because for all we know, her parents sent her to that, and she just loved it because she made a friend there for the first time.
Well, but here's what she does for a job is make and sell scones, but she's not good at it. So clearly, it's not something she's truly passionate about.
But she does have pride in it. We could see how she was like, "They're my secret recipe.
She has a certain level of pride in it because it's what she does. Like, so she has to.
I don't really think you can say that for sure.
I think it's fair.
Hey, I just don't.
What
I
else?
just don't see it.
I don't know. Like you sort of have to. I think she has no choice and is just trying to make the best of it.
Well, I disagree, but I see your point.
Poor Gilda.
There was something
Things
else
just
here
didn't
I
work
wanted to
out
talk
for her.
about. One more great line. Remember at the end when they're trying to save Rainbow Dash and Gilda comes to save her and she's like, "Hang on, loser, I'm coming!"
Yeah. What took you so long, doofus?
That was the best line in the whole show.
Yeah. I wish I could remember. I'm sure there were a bunch of great lines.
I wrote down as many as I could think of.
Oh, I got lazy. I didn't write anything down this time.
Mm-hmm. I wrote a quote here. Why did I write this? "We don't have friends here. I did once, and you see how that turned out." Oh, yeah. I thought that was really weird. Like, it's not like she can't have friends.
Well, she had a bad
I think, yeah, it's kind of the whole world situation. Being a Griffin in Griffin society is pretty... It's tough to make friends, because everyone hates you because you're a dirty Jew. Mm-hmm. You're always... money grubbing and shit.
Let's talk about the fucking buzzard or vulture or grandpa whatever.
Oh, he was cool.
He was real
Grandpa
cool
Gruff,
with his fucked up eye. And,
oh yeah,
and
I like that eye.
And like he's not such a bad guy, but he still does he still asks for money, which is cool.
Yeah. Just a tuppence, but still.
Just a mere pittance.
Exactly. Yeah, you know, everybody was asking for money. They really ramped up that. Oh man, when that dude abandoned Rainbow because she couldn't pony up.
Pretty sure that was a
her
girl,
life was at stake.
Whatever. Yeah,
man,
whatever.
that was hardcore. That was really funny.
Man.
I don't know. That's pretty much all I've got to say. All the little stuff. In general, I loved the world building of the Griffins. I loved going to a new place. I mean, it was kind of interesting to see a little bit more about how the table works. Gilda showed up. We got that cool flashback. We got more Gilda and Rainbow are friends again. There's change going on in the Griffin world.
In the Gilda
There's
world.
just a lot in the Gilda world. It was basically the Gilda world. It was just really good. Everything was really good.
Gilda was good. The things we learn about her, support and bolster what we already knew about her. Good world building, good things like the demon skull, awesome. History, it made sense. It was cool. I liked learning it. The humor was good. I laughed. The characters were on point. I was never annoyed. Actually, I was. I know you don't agree, but I was a little annoyed about the flashback because it felt really simple. It felt just it
was very
really
simple,
rushed
but,
through it and showed in as little time as possible. These two people becoming friends. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm sure.
Nah.
Whatever.
Yeah, well, but I don't know. It
was rushed. But yeah, no, good episode. It all came together. The characters were good.
What did I give last week's? I don't know.
You gave it a 9 out of 10 because you're stupid.
Yeah, it was
stupid,
great.
Keg.
I liked it a little bit more than this episode. I don't know. I'd probably give this one an 8, something like that.
I'd give this one
8.5.
Yeah, I don't know about a 9.
I give it an 8.5.
I don't know about a 9 because it's
something about it didn't feel super duper.
Well, it's the fact
amazing.
It's the fact that I don't really believe that I have trouble believing that they really accomplished anything despite Pinky's confidence that they did.
Yeah. I buy it.
I don't know. I almost want to give it a 9. I'll give it a 9.
Go for it. You
have
that right.
Because of that demon skull.
The demon skull.
I give it a demon skull out of 10.
And I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, by the fucking way, we're talking about a 3-week wait until the next episode airs. That's 2 Saturdays that it's not airing. Because,
wow.
I don't know if this is why, but the next episode is the 100th episode. It's called, here's the title, Slice of Life. It's about all the background ponies.
I was going to say, sounds like a background pony episode.
It's going to be big.
Wow.
I'm pretty stoked.
Okay.
But that's going to be in a million fucking years.
I wasn't aware, but I'm pretty excited.
I'm pretty stoked too. I'm really looking forward to it.
I hope we get some Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon.
I want Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon.
Actually,
I want Big Mac. I want Derpy.
What I would really like would be just Silver Spoon.
What if it was just a Silver Spoon episode?
But I would like a skit with her without Diamond Tiara. Yeah, that would be.
You know what'd be good? We see them hanging out together, then Silver Spoon leaves, and then we see her change as she leaves, and we can visually see how she acts when she's not around her.
Yes.
Oh, Silver Spoon.
That would be great. Yeah, give Silver Spoon some more depth.
She needs it. Mm-hmm. And my dick needs some more of that girl.
Well, on that note.
Indeed.
Thanks for
watching,
tuning
guys.
in. Congratulations, everyone, on seeing a good episode.
Congratulations.
You did it. All right.
I'm proud of you.
Peace.
All right.
Out.
Goodbye.